Hello everybody, it's Scott O'Mato back for another video as seen on TV. No, it's as seen on YouTube. Alright guys, so we are going to look at a new terrain generation mod here that was just released on Curse, and it's called Realistic World Generation. I love world generation mods, and there's a notable lack in 1.12. They haven't come forward yet. The old standbys like realistic train generation, 1.10 only, but although it has a large team, it just hasn't come forward. Alternate train generation showed some promise, and then it just dropped off the radar. The mod author just kind of disappeared. He only did alpha in the higher versions anyway. But that's what this mod is based on, this realistic world generation. Okay, and it's by, looks like his name is Kenny J. Has brought some of the code. I guess he's added a lot of his own code too, but he says that it's coming from alternative terrain generation somewhat. And the differences are it's compatible with Biomes Plenty and also with dynamic trees and stuff. You could see if you read the comments in alternative terrain generation that people are requesting that kind of stuff. So that's cool. So basically it creates a realistic world type, and you do need to select it as a world type. So if you go into your Minecraft here and you select single player and create a new world, let's just say, realistic 2, we'll do creative world options. Then you have a selection for world type RWG realistic. Okay, and it's got a customize button, but you can't customize it. And there is no, appears not to be any config either. This is the config folder, so there's nothing in there for that. So apparently you can't configure it yet, but this might just be based on customized world type and just have that. I'm not sure what you would customize. Hopefully ore generation, but you can do that with external mods, of course. So anyway, well, let's look at what it does. If you don't get much of a description in their listing here, but you do get quite a bit in alternative terrain generation about what it does. So it's going to give you a noticeable verticality in places. It'll give you smoother slopes. It'll give you kind of climate zones in a way. So, and then you could have even taller mountains in certain places that pop right out of the landscape. But let's just take a look at it. All right, I'm in Swamp. Yeah, I can see right there that we've got this hill that pops right out, kind of higher. Yeah, look like we might be a lot on the ocean here. So let's see what that does as far as these hills. It's a swamp, is going to be swampy. This looks like our arpeggio, however you say that, where it's just these little islands. That could be a thing. Is this a jungle tree? Yeah, there's a jungle tree. Okay, that's kind of odd. It does take over the world generator completely. So something like a Mitz for Forge and the others, acacia. So I can already see there's a different mix of trees throughout in these zones. So it's not divided off necessarily in the same way that biomes would be, although this could be kind of like bleeding into each other because we're moving into savanna here. So that's going from swamp to savanna is kind of a hard transition between wetlands, and the heat levels probably comparable. Yeah, you see these spiky mountains. That's not a vanilla thing. Smoother slope, maybe. That's very characteristic of alternative terrain gen. Yeah, that's got these kind of shelves. You see this gradation where you get these shelves that come up. That's different. I've seen that in alternative terrain generation. Yeah, so I could tell on that. Let's go and create a different world. This one seems to be, kind of foresty, but that's kind of what I was wanting to test to see if it had, Yeah, this is a very gentle slope. Now you'll see that in the RTG, which is realistic terrain generation, and alternative terrain generation. Don't really remember too much about that, but a lot of the code is coming from that. But oh yeah, here's these. This does not look like how vanilla generates, and it's actually very nice because it is a smooth slope. So you get these smooth sloping mountains that are very scenic and pretty. Like here's a plains down here. So if we, we wanted to build in a plains, and you can see the pattern of how blocks are laid out is quite different. You can see it. So let's go here. Yeah, these type of mountains are quite scenic in the background, just because they have the nice gentle shapes that appear more like real mountains. They appear to be more realistic. So it looks like our height of the world is a little bit higher in the plains. So we have higher height range in the plains. I'll adjust that for you guys so you can see the Y values and adjust my mini map ahead of time. But we'll do my heading, make the compass scale bigger, and then the reticle. There we go. Okay, so yeah, see we're higher. We're at Y138 in a plane, so that's unusual. That's closer to maybe what Dooglamoo Worlds does. There's a village down there. So yeah, we've got this shelf here. Now you never see that in vanilla. So that's kind of a plateau plains, which is cool. Yeah, so I like these plateaus. And of course they're great to build bases in. These are perfect places to build bases and put them into the landscape. So that's cool to see that. All right, well, I'm going to cut away, guys, and add Biomes O' Plenty to this pack. I didn't want to add it initially. I do want to say that my favorite standby, Amidst, does not work because it's a completely different world generator. It has no idea in the world how to deal with it. So its version is null, unrecognized, external connection. It'll put down something like this, but I don't see how that's at all accurate. I don't think it is. Woodland, flower forest. Like, what is a woodland? Root forest, beach. I mean, maybe it's accurate. I don't know. Here's swampland that we started in. Where was the savannah? Did we go into a savannah somewhere? Shrubland. See, that's weird. What are these? Scrubland. Wonder where it's getting those biome names from. Woodland. Huh. Maybe I'll look into it. That's more data than I got last time I tried. Let's see, we're in forest, so, but just journey map may show different. See, journey map is showing plains here. Oh no, wait. Let's see what biome it's saying. I'm not seeing it. But yeah, biome plains. Okay. Well, whatever. Not important. So anyway, the important thing, yeah, so there's another level of the plateau. So that's cool. That's like 3 layers. Yeah, that is very, very useful to build in. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. That's very different from vanilla. And I don't think you can easily get it with your own custom presets. All right, I'm going to add Biomes O' Plenty, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. So we're going to create a new world with Biomes O' Plenty here. So let's see what that does. BOP. Okay. Creative, just so we can fly. World type. All right, world type biomes of plenty, world type realistic. I guess you just, have realistic. Okay, not super clear to me, but we'll see if it includes the biomes of plenty biomes, which would be cool. That'll be new. That'll be something new. I think that realistic terrain generation would work a little bit with biomes of plenty, if I remember. That's a 110 since I played with that. I'm not sure. I have to look back at that to remember. I don't remember if it worked with biomes of plenty or not. I know a lot of these work with modded biomes that would add biomes, and this one does too. Okay, see, interesting. Here's scrubland. We saw that in the Myths for Forge name. Okay, maybe that's a thing. Maybe a Myths for Forge does work. I don't know. That's why we're testing to see. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, see, unrecognized. No, this is kind of what I was getting before. Well, here we go. It's trying to do something. Desert Hills. See, it says we spawn in Desert Hills. Brushland. See, I just don't think it's accurate. Xeric Shrubland. Scrubland. I'm not sure, guys. It maybe like Mesa. Let's see if we go into Mesa to the east. There's a temple, or a yeah. But see, we haven't in Scrubland, but this is kind of Desert Hills, I think. Yeah, Xeric Shrubland. Maybe. Yeah, very, very different from vanilla in this case. If we hit a mate, yeah, it might work, guys. I think it does work. Ooh. As far as emits for Forge. Now, we saw Xeric Shrubland, so we know that Biomes of Plenty works. And that made sense in this climate band. The layout of the biomes was very, very different. What's this? Yeah, see, I guess that's part of Xeric Shrubland. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They're clustered together. These sloping hills. Yeah. Yeah, so I would say definitely that Biomes of Plenty works. We're in obviously a desert area. There's some, wow, that's weird. So that would definitely be what oasis. Here's these flowers. And maybe it's a climate zone thing. You're getting a little bit higher, but that's kind of unusual. It looks like it's this whole mountain. Wow. This could be pretty. Steppe. Yeah. Prairie. Lavenders. They're really blended together. Lavender feels like super small biomes. Like, look how small these biomes are. Weird. Interesting. Hey, all the animals spawn. There's llamas. All right. Well, looks pretty cool. What's this guy? Prairie. See, this is a different. Yeah. So you're definitely seeing small biomes of plenty, which creates some cool variety. I like that. I definitely like that. If as long as the transitions aren't extremely hard. But oh yeah, look at this. This is nice looking right here. How cool, village down there, right on the plains. Looks like we have some like cherry trees or whatever, sakura, maybe. Yeah, cherry. But oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Boy, that is a nice background right there, guys. Yeah, so that village is blended in to the terrain very well, actually. Nice layered. But yeah, see, now that's a scenic background right there. Yeah, that is a nice scenic background. Anyway, so far so good, guys. This just got released. It's being updated. I'll continue to do updates, but I love terrain generation stuff, and I'm pretty excited about this to come into 1.12.2. So let me get full screen. So I'll keep you updated on the progress. I said I was going to go full screen, but anyway, this is it. It is called Realistic World Generation, and it's by Kenny J. And I will leave a link in the description. Anyway, it's Scott O'Mato, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.